for joining me for another video today. Today we're going to be working on the season swap that I'm in, and pretty much for the season swap, this is going to be winter. We did spring on our last video, and today we're going to be working on winter. The paper that I'm going to be using is from Echo Park. This paper, I'm imagining it's pretty old because I got it from Hobby Lobby, and if I'm not mistaken, they usually get some of the older collections to sell, but it's called Red Swirls, okay, and it's from Echo Park Company. And after I cut off that little strip that they add on there, I'm gonna take the 12 by 12, and this is double-sided as well. Here's the red swirls, and here's the other side. And so first thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna cut off 4 inches. Okay, so this is gonna make my paper 12 by 8 or 8 by 12. Okay, and after I get my 8 by 12, I am gonna cut 4.5. Cut it again in half at the 4.5. If I can find it, my board is fading a little bit. Okay, here we go. 4.5. And then, so now I have 2 pieces. I have a 4.5 by 8 and a 7.5 by 8. Okay. Now I'm going to take my corner rounder, and I'm just going to punch the corners here. I'm going to do the same thing on my other sheet. Okay. And then I'm going to take the 4.5 first, and then I'm going to line my base paper is white. I'm just going to line it up on my ruler down here at the bottom, and I want it to be, I'm looking for my, oh, here's my adhesive, and I'm just going to add some adhesive on here. There's my daughter whispering she wants some candy. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hear it at the 3 and the 11. So it's going to have about, it looks like that is like 2 inches from each side of the base, the background paper, okay? And then I'm going to take my other sheet, and I'm just going to flip my page around here, and I'm going to line it up on my ruler. And since this is 12, actually since it's 12 by 12 paper, on my ruler I have a 13, it's 13 inches. So that's why I said it's between the 3 and the 11. But actually, if you have, oh, we ran out of adhesive. Let me change that really quick, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, now that we have it adhered to the, our pieces adhered to the background of the paper, what I decided I was going to do is I took that 4-inch that we cut off at the beginning, and I cut 1 inch off of it, and I turned it over to the other side so that we could see that other pattern that's on the other side of this paper. Now I'm adhering this maybe a half an inch, maybe a little bit more than a half an inch away from the bottom of this pattern paper. And now I'm going to take a piece of brown ribbon that I have, and I want to adhere that on top of that red swirl of the pattern paper. And then what I did with the other 3 inches of the 3 by 12 piece of pattern paper, what I did with this leftover is I made some of those rosette flowers. And if you guys hear my daughter, she's in here with me today playing with buttons and different stuff like that. Okay, now I have the adhesive on the ribbon, and I'm just gonna line it up in the middle. Okay, And then, okay, now it's in the middle. Okay, and then I'll just cut off the excess that's hanging over. There we go. Made that look clean. And then I was using the winter Frolic or Frolic. I can never say it right. And I cut out this snowman and also this tag. And basically I wanted to, and also the title of the page, winter, and we're gonna adhere this one right in the corner over here. And then we're gonna put the snowman, but first, before I add the snowman, I wanted to put the tag, but I couldn't decide if I wanted the tag to go like that and then put my snowman, or if I wanted the tag to go towards the middle. So I was still guessing on that, what I wanted to do, and the tag looks really cute either way, you know. So I decided I would just go with it this way, and then put my snowman and my rosette together on top of this tag. Okay? Go ahead and add some adhesive to our tag here. And I'm just gonna line it up towards the middle, and then I'm gonna go ahead and adhere my rosette, which I need my glue dots. That will work better. I'm just gonna add some glue dots all around. Okay, and then got glue dots on it. Oh, I need some on one more side. This side. And then one more, and we're done. One more right there. Alright, now I have my glue dots on. I'm just going to lay it right here. And then I'm going to add a glue dot here on my snowman. And adhere him. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some dimensionals. And add right here on his hat. And then right here on his bottom. Alright guys, and that completes our layout for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next 2 seasons that we have. Spring, oh no, we did spring, and now we have summer and fall. So thank you guys for joining me. Have a great week. Bye.